Hi, my name is Megan, and you're watching my TED Talk, also known as TED Youth at GRHS Exchange. Today, I'm going to talk to you about something kind of big. It's gender inequality. It's a global issue, it's a form of poverty, and it's uncontrollable and gradually diffusing all around Asia. But commonly, South Asia, India. I'll just start here. India urges the international community with gender inequality seeking help to fight evil. Addressing this ongoing session of the Commission of the States of Women, Indian UN ambassador said the achievement of the development to attain the equality empowerment of women would largely depend on this international community collective. It would depend on their collective efforts, the allocation of necessary financial resources. Women, as we know, are agents of social justice and change. Without their anticipation, there would be no social progress. There would be no social justice. While primarily responsibility for the allocation finances rests with the country concerned, it has been recognized that the international community should match up its commitment by the provision of new additional financial and the transfer of technology, the advancement of technology, the addition of women's education, and the sharing experiences, the information and ideas, and capacity building. Referring to steps being taken of women's empowerment, someone had said gender inequality and equality has been a key of principles of the government policies. India's planning process is fully committed to enabling women to be equal special partners in development. So, have you ever... So think about it. This form of poverty is worldwide. There are hundreds of millions of women out there in India or for that matter, all over the world, being persecuted. They do not have certain rights. They don't have self-rights. They cannot go transportation without being persecuted for anything. It's sad. How would you feel if you couldn't do these certain rights that most women in India couldn't do? They don't get education. They don't get transportation. Most of them can't even shop. So hopefully this international community will step in and help. Well, also, India's Human Development Index is adjusted for gender inequality. And India, it's also South Asia's worst form of gender inequality. It's the worst performing country in Asia, well, aside from Afghanistan, which is the number one ranked worst in Asia. And then following Pakistan and Bangladesh, which are economically poorer areas of Asia than India, they actually have better equality and gender equality than India itself. But the new UNDP report released on Thursday ranks India's 136 out of 186 countries. That is a lot of gender inequality in a country. It ranks 5 below the post-war of Iraq. The HDI composite indicator composed of 3 equally weight measures of education, health, and income. This was even as India did extremely well economically. India and China doubled output capital in less than 3 years. 3 years. At a scale of UNDP has said was unpredictable in the speed of scale. Never in history had the living conditions of the prospects of so many people changed so dramatically yet and so fast. It took Britain 150 years to do the same after the Industrial Revolution in the United States, which industrialized later took 50 years. The HDR identifies 3 drivers of human development transformation in its countries of the global south, proactive development states, tapping the global markets of determined social policy innovation. So it's amazing how India can be like a top-ranking economic state. It has no problems with economics, but you have Pakistan, which is it's in a lower economic state than India and Bangladesh. Yet India is still struggling, and it has that issue with poverty and women's rights. It just isn't very fair. And it's been like that for the past 20 years. And so the international community recently has been helping a lot, and I think it'll gradually diminish itself from gradually growing instead of, yeah. So what can you do to help? Could you write letters to the international community saying how you support it? Or the United Nations? I think they would help. So, what would you do to help? How can you make the world a better place? Thank you for watching.